Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 57-degree Wednesday, September 11th. It's hard to believe that's been 23 years ago. That's a morning that I'll never forget. And that's just me watching on TV. I mean, man, the stories. It's crazy. But anyway, last night I think it made up for a lot of lost rain that hasn't happened, because it absolutely down. I can't believe we're not floating in there out here. There's not pools of water, but it stopped around, I don't know, it was like 5 or 6, Kelly said, and so it had time to soak in. But yeah, it's hump day and 9/11 day. The sun's out. Didn't pay attention to the weather, but what it said in the past leading up today, it was supposed to be a wet one today, but I don't know if it didn't get rid of everything last night and this morning. That was crazy. That was a lot of rain, and you can just see everything just turned green. How that grass is bouncing up. So definitely have a lawn mowing session in my very near future here, but until then, let's roll out. Well, it's only 59 today. Sprinkled on us off and on the way to work here today. Wasn't bad, just little sprinkles here and there. Yeah. Just a couple of swipes of the windshield wipers, about all it was.
Yeah, I think it rained itself out in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Pouring.
Man, that was some rain. Mm-hmm. Well, Mama made it to hump day. How about that? Yeah, we'll be there shortly.
Yep.
Let's go in there and bust her out.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday there, Mama.
You too, hubby.
All right, love you bunches.
I love you.
Bye-bye now. Kind of a quiet day down here in the motorcycle factory. Getting the forks done on this police bike. Boy, that thing was nasty. Here's a little residue from the very top of it. The oil, oddly enough, looked clean, so the oil was coming out, but it wasn't allowing junk in. When you, to show you how important the steering is on this thing, when you disconnect one of those forks, everything just goes wank janky. And look at this. It's crazy. You don't want them things to come apart. There's a bearing up top. You can actually see the thing pivot around. You can only do one at a time. If you release them both, everything goes flopping around because it's floating on this deal there. It's all very amazingly well engineered. Sure does work good. The old ones, like the K1600s, they have a funky feeling to them. I just, you ride them things briskly, especially on back roads. I've taken them home before, and yeah, I mean, they're okay, but it's the old style, like really old style, that those things have on them. This has been the newest ones. Now they're even the new 1300s. It's gone next level with that thing. That's really cool how all that works on the new 1300s. But anyway, that's what my day has been filled with here so far, other than doing paperwork stuff. And I'm always helping I still got some more BMW stuff that figuring out or they call them RDC, but it's TPMS sensors that the guy's putting a tire and the sensor's bad and putting a new sensor in. Got to give him some learning on the computer when he comes down how to reset them. He's got a lot of Honda experience, and there's a box that you do it with those. And well, we have the box, but the box we need it for waking it up, so you can do it through diagnostics. So it's got to be fully hooked up at BMW to work. So anyway, let's get these forks done. I just thought I haven't filmed anything last 3 hours. What time is it? Yeah, like the last 3 hours. So I thought, well, better start something. Talk about something. I would imagine it's probably going to be BMW stuff today. Alrighty, just checking in. Check it out. The first record, well, I did that just one recording out there, which I was experimenting with a new feature of this thing, and yeah, it did not come out well. Hero 13. So all the forky seals are all nice and done. He's got something going on tomorrow, so he had to have it by tomorrow. I don't know if he got some event. I'm afraid to even ask, because sometimes it's not a good thing they have to go to. So they volunteer, so be it. Otherwise, I don't ask. But he got something going on. He has to have the bike tomorrow. Whee! Almost 50,000 on this thing. That's incredible. It runs like a top. These things are a testament to what regular maintenance and on time, they just live forever. Everything gets done, flushed, replaced, whatever it may be, at the intervals it needs it done. And amazing how they just last forever. Then these things, you know, they auction them off once they get to a certain mileage, which I think they're talking about going to like 100 grand on them, because they're just lasting so long. The old Kawasaki's, I think it was like 20 or 30,000 or something. They were done. Even with all the maintenance, you know, it's just technology has changed so much. But one of the things about this Hero 13 is, even with an external mic plugged in through using the mic adapter, the GoPro mic adapter, you get the audio signal. The only time you ever got that was with like the media mod, and you plug things into that. But if you use the GoPro mic adapter, it would never show audio, and it shows it on the front and rear. So all this testing that I do, I can see right away that it's working. I always do the same thing. I get it all hooked up, hit record. I have the helmet in my hand. I tap the helmet a couple times with my hand and stick my face into the chin area, and I go testing 1, 2, 3, and then I play that recording back and make sure that I have audio, because these adapters and USB ports, they just, even though it's USB-C, they get dirty and worn over time. I think that's Dave right there. It is Dave. He's our UPS guy. Let's take a quick little jaunt on this thing. So guess what's sitting on my rack? My 2018 Spyder RT Limited demo. I forget what the color was called. It's kind of a beige-ish gold, whatever. The young lady that bought it, and the service writer goes, "This is your old demo." I said, "Oh, did it pull up something when you did the VIN inquiry or whatever?" He goes, "No, it's under her name and everything." He goes, "The gal told me," she said, "that's Shawn's old demo." Thanks, that guy was my signal that nothing was coming. I go, "No kidding." So anyway, just throwing a bunch of codes or something. Nothing's active now, but I had this thing warming up because I was doing fork seals. It wasn't running for anything, so I wanted to make sure oil levels and all that, everything's fine. Fine as usual. You know what? I'll do a little different route here. I don't want to go cruising through too many neighborhoods out here, freak people out. I haven't taken this little direction in quite a while. Listen to this thing absolutely purr. I'm riding it all gentle. This thing, you see these two modes, WFO and full brakes. I imagine he gets ridden slow every once in a while, but I ride him like a newborn kitten. Well, they got a red light anyway, so I'm free to go. So I guess the rain comes back later on today. That we got a spell. It hasn't rained since we got to work. These dark, threatening clouds come floating over. You know, it's funny, as I did that little clip, and I just left it in there anyway when the camera showed up, and I went out there, just did a little thing out there in the backyard, and I messed with that thing. There's nothing I could do to recover that. It's this new log. It's not actually log. I forget what they call it. It's a type of a log file, and I have the hardest time. I always shoot everything, and it's like raw video. I do everything in raw with my phone, my cameras, everything. I shoot everything in raw, and use Lightroom initially, and then Photoshop to end it off. So for whatever reason, I never, and I bought those, you know, LUT packs, and, you know, this is the best thing in the world for, you know, the DJI Pocket 3 and whatever. None of those things, I don't like them at all. It looks over processed, and yeah, I've been known to make things, well, it looks good at first, then like thumbnails, they look great, and then you and by the time it ends up on YouTube, the thumbnail shows up on YouTube, I'm going, jeez, that thing looks way over processed. Looks great, you know, before, and you know, those are, you know, thumbnails aren't very big photos, so if they're going to eat it, it's really going to eat that thing. And I don't know, I'm just not good at using log profiles on video. I mean, it's, the dynamic range is endless with it, but I just, you know, with GoPros and even my phone, I've got an app I use. I do not use it has a log file, and again, you can buy LUT packs for that makes that work, and I do not like them. None of them. I don't like any of how the profiles come out, and I try to build my own, and the files are just so enormously large. But even though I don't use excuse me, the app I use, it makes some ginormous files, and it's not in log or ProRes, you know, Apple's ProRes, which is the next best thing to the coming, you know. But I just can't make that, I can't make it look like I want it to look. Anyway, went 100 miles off track there. In that little clip I did out there in the backyard with this thing, the one and only clip, it has 0001 file. This is 0002. And yeah, only one person goes, that didn't look very good. It looks like this and that, whatever. I don't recall who that was. Somebody that comments often. And thanks for noticing. And for the other people that probably wanted to say something but are just too nice to say something, I apologize for the nasty looking file. Yeah, that looked bad. But in all fairness, he was comparing it from a shot that was taken like 6 hours earlier or whatever it was with my phone, and yeah, it had a different look altogether. I was talking about not going sneaking around in back places, and here I go. I gotta watch that. I just gotta make sure the little kid doesn't. He's going, look, it's a police motorcycle. Nope. It's just a plump, round technician riding it. But I guess my shop shirt kind of has about the same color, so. Whew. Very, very nice running bike. That radar gun, that thing is rattled since the first time I laid a hand on this thing. The old Kawasaki ones would really rattle. They had some like Kydex ones there for a while, and they weren't as loud. And they use these metal ones, you know, for the radar guns, and they all rattle. Oh, wasn't in neutral. Slippery transmissions on these things. All right, thanks for coming along for a rip on a 2018 RT-1200 or R1200 RTP. P for police. All right. Hope I didn't have anything in there. I just realized that bag's open. How about that? It's been a minute. Laid my eyes on this one. That's pretty wild. Huh. Man, I think she has it cleaner than it was when I turned it back in. I got so far as to get to the diag port. I'm running out of time here, so this will be for tomorrow. Remember, this is the one I put the hand guards or the armrest. It's like you know, hands up, you know, freeze, I give up. Not quite as bad as the old GTL BMWs, but it does look like somebody got their hands in the air, like, I give up. That's pretty. That's pretty pretty. Almighty. Well, hello there, you two. That's a nice busy day today. I was playing Instructor more than anything else today, it seemed like. Never heard back from BRP. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get back. On the Riker. And what was all that stuff? Oh yeah, the 2018 demo. You remember the gold or beige or whatever that thing was called?
Yeah.
That thing's in. The guy that owns it, like I said, I think it's cleaner now than what it was when I turned the thing back in. But it's got some codes. I didn't have a chance to hook up to it and see what it was.
Very cool.
BMW stuff. Lots of BMW stuff today, mostly. But on that, we can cut it short and sweet and bail out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Thank you. All right.
We'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.